How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Streetcast podcast. I'm Digit. As many of you know, I am on the road right now, so my audio quality isn't going to be as good, but I hope you can work with me a little bit and listen through. So, with that being said, let's get started right away. First things first, Chadwick Boseman has died at age of 43. It was the star of Black Panther. Now, no matter what you think of his movies or his acting ability, I want to say this. Battling colon cancer for 4 years and doing the incredibly physical roles that this guy did is nothing short of amazing and a feat of mental fortitude. So again, I hate cancer. I think cancer is the worst thing, and it's awful that it exists in the modern and developed world that we lived in, or that we live in now. But the mindset of someone who wants to work and wants to get things done, I really respect that. So I really respect Chadwick Boseman for going through all the roles that he did while battling cancer. Simply incredible. So my condolences to him and his family. Next up, on a lighter note than that, Nintendo has come out and said that they are debating, or excuse me, leaks have come out that Nintendo is releasing an upgraded Switch next year. Now, this will be the first time they've updated the Switch since I believe it came out actually. No, in 2017. So the Switch has been selling like crazy, and there's a lot of articles thinking that the Switch is going to outsell the new consoles coming out this year. I'd believe it. It's been selling extremely well with Animal Crossing and all those games. I really wish that one day Nintendo would take the route of Sega and just produce games instead of simply producing uh, games for your system. I just think that that's worse for the consumer and the consumer base, but the Switch by himself is an incredibly innovative system, and I think it's really cool that it even exists. And a lot of people do. But with that being said, I really wish that it wasn't exclusive to their system. But then again, why would they sell the system if it wasn't exclusive? If you want to switch, good luck getting your hands on one right now. It's still pretty hard with the whole COVID stuff, but it looks like next year they're trying to produce a new one. So maybe we'll see a Twitch Pro, or a Switch Pro, excuse me. Okay, now this our final small story before we get into the main story this week is an update on Apple's battle with Epic. So as you know, Apple and Epic Games have had a recent battle over in-app purchases and things of that sort. But this is where it gets interesting. Now, of course, Epic Games took Apple to court because Apple took Fortnite off of the App Store. Well, what the judge came to say is that Apple has every right to take Fortnite, the game, off of the App Store, but Apple couldn't retaliate by taking any game or app unloaded with Unreal Engine off the App Store. If you don't know, Unreal Engine is produced by Fortnite's company, Epic Games, and is simply a software to, in the simplest form, make games. And of course, that software is used to use App Store, for App Store games and such. So Apple actually tried to block any game that was produced with Unreal Engine, which is insane, right? What if Apple decided, so to put this in perspective, what if Apple decided that to hurt Bill Gates, they were going to block Microsoft Word emails on all of their devices, or just opening Microsoft PowerPoint, any Microsoft product? That'd be insane. Thank God the judge blocked that. But think about that for a minute. Think about the impact of a big corporation like Apple and how much weight saying, I want to ban and take off any app that even has your software, that a small town anything could have used your software for. That's a ton of power on one company. But if you would like an update, there's a great Verge article that goes into more depth called Fortnite is splitting into two different games because of Epic and Apple's, fight. And it was written by, let me get a good name for you here, by Jay Peters. So check that out if you're interested. Next up, in the final main story of the week, Hikaru Nakamura, my favorite chess grandmaster of all time, has joined the esports group TSM. Now, a lot of these esports groups that's a whole different conversation when it comes to everything. They've turned into almost content houses, quote unquote, where the only goal is to produce content and not to win. 100 Thieves recently had a controversy surrounding this when people said that 100 Thieves is more of a content production value company instead of an esports company. And a lot of them are. That's just the nature of Twitch. That's the nature of the internet. You need clicks, you need shares, you need all that to succeed. But that's a different conversation. I want to talk about Hikaru Nakamura joining TSM. I love that chess is becoming mainstream online. I think it's great. I think it's amazing. And I love that Hikaru Nakamura, who I've followed since I was a child, is the one to really lead the way here. What I don't like is TSM picking him up. And that's for the original issues I had talked about earlier. I really do think this is more of a content choice instead of a winning choice. Is TSM going to have a chess team? It'd be really cool if they did. I don't think they will. Um, just for me, loving chess and being involved in chess all my life, a lot of these podcasts have been about the chess community. I really, really hope that TSM adopts chess and not just adopts a content creator who does chess, if that makes sense. But congratulations to Hikaru Nakamura. I love to see your content. I love watching your streams. And I hope that TSM treats you and the quote unquote sport of chess correctly. So, with that, that wraps up the podcast for the week, everyone. Life is pretty busy right now, so I don't know how long episodes will be in the future, and it's going to be about 2 months until episodes are back to the high quality that they are usually. So, thanks again for listening. Y'all have a great week, and I'll see you in the future.